Hello. Welcome to Premier Football Chat. Just going to drop a quick video on the games that took place this weekend. Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack and quite a lot of controversy as well. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting off at the game at the London Stadium between Chelsea and West Ham. So yeah, this game finished 1-1. Chelsea played really well. It was the best they've played for a while under Potter, and they were on the front foot. And yeah, the likes of João Felix and Enzo Fernandez were playing really well, linking up quite well, and yeah, they went in front and deservedly. So yeah, Chelsea had a few chances, but they couldn't put the game to bed. West Ham managed to get back into it, but the main talking point came in the second half, and yeah, Chelsea had a shot, and Souček moved his hand towards the ball, and it was blatant handball, but it got checked as well, but they never gave a penalty. For me, it was a stonewall penalty, and it's decisions like that can get managers sacked as well. So yeah, Chelsea will be feeling aggrieved on that one. And yeah, moving on to the game at St Mary's between Southampton and Wolves. So yeah, this game was a good game. So it took a turn on. So Southampton went 1-0 up. They were playing quite well. And then Lamina got a second booking because he was the third player. So he who ran up to the referee. So he got a second yellow card. I've never heard of that before. So yeah, players 1 and 2 are okay, but apparently because you're the third player you get booked. To me that's just a stupid decision. And yeah, he got booked, but Wolves managed to get back into it, started creating a few more chances. Southampton looked nervous, and yeah, they managed to get an equaliser, and then they went 2-1 up. And so yeah, there was a brilliant fight back to have 10 men away from home, and you're a goal down and you win the game. And yeah, deservedly so. Nathan Jones sacked. He's a poor manager, and he's very bizarre as well in his interviews. So I'm glad he's gone, to be honest, because I didn't really like him. I've never have done from his championship days at Luton as well. So yeah, and then we'll move on to the game at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Brentford. So Arsenal went 1-0 up after good work from Bukayo Saka. He managed to square the ball to Leandro Trossard, who scored. And yeah, they were at their best in this game, Arsenal, to be honest. I thought Brentford did really well, especially Ivan Toney. He was winning a lot of aerial duels against Saliba. And yeah, the moment of this game came when Brentford had a free kick and Ethan Pinnock was slightly offside. And then yeah, the ball came across to Norgard, and he was offside as well. But they didn't draw the lines. Like Lee Mason, who's a former Premier League referee, he's a shocking referee. And how can you not draw the lines on an offside? I think that's absolutely criminal. And yeah, he should be sacked from officiating from games again. He shouldn't be at VAR. He was a dreadful referee in his time as well. I remember quite a few former managers complaining against him, and he was the referee that refereed the game and disallowed Martinelli's goal at Old Trafford for Arsenal earlier on in the season. So yeah, he didn't draw the lines on the offside for this game, and Norgard was in an offside position, and Brentford managed to score an equaliser. To be fair, they did deserve an equaliser, but in those circumstances it's not good enough for what the technology that we've got in the Premier League these days. And I think they need to have a look at this, because a couple of weeks ago, it might have even been last week, Howard Wade spoke well about how he's wanting to improve officiating and the use of VAR and not overuse it. But when you've got to use it in circumstances like this, you need to be using it properly, and they didn't. So yeah, it finished 1-1. Absolute scenes in the away end for Brentford, fair play. And yeah, we'll move on to the game between Crystal Palace and Brighton. So yeah, this game Brighton dominated. They had a lot of the chances in this game, and McAllister had a few chances, but yeah, he spurned them, and it wasn't to be for him. Solly March managed to score, and yeah, Brentford, and then I think Estepinian had a goal disallowed as well. Yeah, it was a tight one, and for me it was onside. So basically, it was a joke, man. They drew the lines in the wrong position. How can you draw the line in the wrong position? So they drew the right line on the wrong defender, which made Estepinian offside. But if they'd drawn the line on the correct defender, on the last defender, which is a basic rule of offside, then Estepinian would have been onside. So yeah, the goal was wrongly ruled out, and it's just not good enough. And yeah, Palace got an equaliser, and they will be happy with a point, because you could tell Vieira was delighted with a point because they were second best to Brighton. So yeah, we'll move on to Fulham against Forest. So yeah, Fulham managed to win this game 2-0. Highlight of this game was a brilliant goal for Willian, he sat the Forest defender down and managed to curl a left foot shot into the top bin. So yeah, the keeper had no chance. Defenders tried to get to it on the line, but it was the only place he could put it in, and he did that. So yeah, that was a really good goal. And then yeah, Leicester managed to beat Tottenham 4-1. So Tottenham went 1-0 up. But yeah, they've got Hugo Lloris out and Fraser Forster's in goal. So yeah, they managed to let it slip the 1-0 lead that they had. Goals including Mendy and Maddison, Harvey Barnes. Yeah, they've managed to just tear Tottenham apart, and yeah, every time they went forward, it looked like they were going to score. And yeah, we'll also move on to the game between Newcastle and Bournemouth down at the Vitality Stadium. So yeah, Bournemouth were really good in this game, I thought, to be honest. They had a really good intensity about them and managed to go 1-0 up. Newcastle, fair play to them, managed to get back into it even though they weren't at their best. And yeah, Bournemouth should have gone on and won the game through Dominic Solanke. So yeah, Dan Burn lost the ball on the wing. It was very strange what he did. He sort of like just stopped, and then Bournemouth managed to go down the flank and attack and crossed it into Dominic Solanke, who tried to put the ball in, but it was a really good stop from Kieran Trippier on the line. And fair play to Newcastle, because they got a point while they weren't at their best, and it was a quite emotional return for Eddie Howe as well, who had been at Bournemouth for a very long time and got them up through the divisions as well at his time. So yeah, it was a decent point for Newcastle given the way they played. And yeah, we'll move on to the games on Sunday. So yeah, Man United and Leeds. So that game was a repeat of the midweek game at Ellen Road. So yeah, this time it was a very even game between the two. Leeds United played really well, really good atmosphere. And then in the last 10 minutes, Rashford scored a brilliant header again, which managed to make it 2-2 against Leeds in terms of goals with his head. And yeah, Garnacho showed blistering pace. He came on, and yeah, he got criticised after midweek for his performance and because he didn't score, but this time got through one-on-one, blistering pace, gave the keeper the eyes and managed to score to make it 2-0. So yeah, that was a good win for Man United, and they temporarily moved second into the league table. But Man City played it later on in that today, and they got a 3-1 win. Really good performance in the first half from the likes of Erling Haaland, who set up Gundogan, and yeah, Mahrez scored a penalty as well after Jack Grealish got fouled. And yeah, Man City deserved this win, and Rodri got the opener with a brilliant header as well at the near post. And yeah, Villa came back into it in the second half, managed to get a goal through Watkins, and then yeah, they hit the crossbar through a really good effort. But yeah, it just sets up that game nicely in midweek between the top two, Arsenal and Man City. So yeah, let me know what you think of the games that took place this weekend and the VAR decisions. Absolute disgrace, if you ask me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that game between Arsenal and Man City. But before that, we've got the Merseyside derby. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe. Peace out.